Here are the instructions for your EDFL 201 Field Experiences for Passport. When you first log into Passport, you will come to this home screen. From there, click Artifacts. We are uploading field experiences, so click this pinkish purple tab. And we will initiate a new field experience for each different group of students that we have observed for EDFL 201. So go ahead and click Initiate New Field Experience. We will begin by logging in our career counseling hours. 3 of your 10 hours were required in the Career Counseling Office. For this field experience, click on the template that says Field Experience Template, No Student Contact, used for all courses except EDFL 106. Select. We're going to go ahead and name this Career Counseling. Select. You're going to choose one of the dates of your counseling sessions on the calendar that pops up. We'll choose March 6th. Select. We need to find EDFL 201. Select. This is a level 1 observation. Select. We're going to go ahead and enter the P-Card Center because that is where you did your career counseling. If it were a specific school that were listed here, you can choose it from this drop-down menu. But since it's not there at this time, go ahead and just type in P-Card Center. Select. You're going to click Edit Basic Info first. You're going to put in your 3 hours. Save. And you are required to enter a primary subject, so click Edit. And we're going to go ahead and click Other, since counseling is not a choice. Save. You do not need to add a journal entry. You are welcome to if you wish. And go ahead and click Complete Field Experience. This takes you back to your field experiences. New field experiences get placed at the bottom of the list. So here is the career counseling that we just entered. Now we have our other 7 hours to log for our actual field experience hours that were in classrooms. So we are going to again initiate new field experience. This time we're going to choose the 4th to last button, Field Experience Template, used for all courses except EDFL 106. Select. You're going to enter a name, and we're going to start off by naming it FEX 1, EDFL 201, Spring 14, and then the last name of your instructor. Select. And you're going to choose the date of one of your sets of demographics, one of your sets of students that were observed. So let's say I observed 3 hours on Tuesday, March 4th. So I'm going to click that. Select. This is for EDFL 201. Select. This is a level 1 observation. Select. The school that you observed should appear in this drop-down menu. Let's pretend it's Acadiana High School. If it does not, you can choose to type in the name of your school here. Select. Here's where you would list the contact name that was given to you, which was probably the secretary or the principal of the school. So type their name in here. Select. And then again, we're going to hit Edit Basic Info first. This is where you're going to list the number of participants in one of this classroom settings. So for example, let's pretend I observed 20 students for 4 hours. Okay, my total hours will have to add up to 7 after I've initiated all the new field experiences. So for this one, I'm entering 4. And this says that once you enter 20 students in 4 hours, that has to remain the same for the entire field experience. So when I'm putting in the gender, which is required, so click Edit, I have to make sure my total matches the total I just put in. So 10 and 10 or 20. You would use the demographics for your first set of students observed. Save. Subjects by hour, edit. I entered that this was a 4-hour experience with these students, so my hours must add up to 4. So maybe I visited 3 hours of language arts and 1 hour of math. So those add up to 4 hours. It will not let you continue if the hours don't add up to those 4 hours or whichever hours with those students. Next, ethnicity, edit. Again, I had initially put in that there were 20 students, so the ethnicity, with your best guess, has to also add up to 20 or whatever your total was. Save. Primary subject, edit. I spent more of that 4 hours with language arts, so I'm going to click language arts. Save. Limited English proficiency. You must edit, but just go ahead and click save unless you were given specific information on a limited English proficiency class. You do not need to add a journal entry. You can if you wish, and then you will complete that field experience. So now I have 3 hours of career counseling and 4 hours from my first field experience. So 3 and 4 makes 7, and I still have 3 hours of field experience. If you had one other set of students, you can enter it as a 3-hour block. If you had 1 hour with a different set of students and 1 hour with a different set of students, you will initiate a new field experience for each of the different sets of students that you observed. So my last field experience, I'm going to go ahead and click Initiate New. Field experience template for all courses except 106. Select. We're going to enter this with a very similar name, but we will call it FEX 2, EDFL 201, Spring 2014, and with the last name of your instructor. Select. Enter a date that you did the observations. Let's pretend I did these in January 31st. Select for EDFL 201. Select. It's a level 1. Choose a site. Broussard Middle. Select. Again, this is where you enter the secretary or principal site contact name. Select. Edit basic info. This time, let's say I saw 20 students again for 3 hours, and I would enter the demographics for these students. So gender composition, let's say we had 15 and 5. Save. Subjects by hour, this one has to add up to 3. Let's say I went to foreign languages. Save. Subjects by hour, oh, just did that one. Ethnicity, this will again add up to 20. Primary subject, foreign language, save. Limited English proficiency, save. And this is optional. And then complete field experience. Again, it goes to the bottom. I have 3, 4, and 3, which makes my 10 field experiences. We will put these field experiences in a working folio, which is very similar to a binder. So your instructor or professor can receive these in one set and not as separate sets. So click Folios at the top of the screen. And here is where our working portfolios belong. These are where our binders go for different classes or courses that you are taking. So we're going to click Create Folio. We're going to name our folio EDFL 201 with our section number, Spring 14, and your instructor or professor's name. Click Create. So here is our empty binder that we just created in our bookshelf. Click on your binder to pull out this binder, this working portfolio. And we need to go ahead and add a tab to organize the pages in our working portfolio. We're going to name our tab Field Experiences, save, and here's our binder with our tab. Click on the Field Experiences tab, and we're going to add our field experiences here. We're going to make a copy of those 10 field experience hours and place them here. In order to do that, click on Add Artifact from Bin. Go find them where they are in your field experiences, and then remember they drop down to the bottom of your screen. So here's my 3 hours of career counseling, 4 hours here, and 3 hours here, which create 10 hours. If you had other entries that added up to your 10 hours, you would just check all the entries that apply to EDFL 201 and then click Add to Tab. And now we have a copy of those artifacts, those field experiences in this working portfolio in your binder. So now that we have what we need, we know that all 10 hours are here, and we can check that by clicking here. We can view it, and we can see, oh yes, here's my 3 hours. We're going to click on the name of our binder, Portfolio EDFL 201. And now that we know we have everything we need in our field experience binder, in our tab, we're going to click Request Evaluation. Are you sure? You're going to find your instructor or professor. Submit. Select your course, EDFL 201. Submit. Notice it says Evaluation Request has been sent. So now it is in the hands of your instructor or professor in their Passport account. If you notice, when we click on Folios, we will see next to our binder that evaluation is in progress. That means our professor has this binder in their hands. Once it is graded, then it will say Open for editing. It will be back in your hands, your binder. You are now complete your EDFL 201 field experiences uploaded in Passport. Next, I want you to take a look at your portfolio. At this point in time, you should have Portal 2. If you do not, and yours is empty like this, you want to go ahead and create Folio, which will create your Portal 1, which is an empty portal. Go ahead and click Submit for Review, and then Submit. And this locks your Portal 1, saying you've been admitted into the university. Now you can click Create Folio again, and your Portal 2 should appear. Portal 2 is required to be complete before you can get into upper division. So take a look at the requirements here and make sure that these are complete before you are ready for upper division. If you have any questions on Passport, your folios, your artifacts, or your field experiences, you can contact the help desk at passport@louisiana.edu.